the Woods Hole Film Festival, this crowd is buzzing, but they aren't here for an indie movie screening. This is a panel discussion featuring a local celebrity.
I'm Elijah Wald. I'm a musician and writer. Most recently, it's a book I wrote about Bob Dylan. The book was called Dylan Goes Electric.
Not familiar with the book? Then perhaps you've seen the Oscar-nominated adaptation, A Complete Unknown.
Jesse, say hi to a really good friend of mine. This is Bobby Dylan.
Bob, what kind of music do you play?
Well, I play all sorts of music. You say
Bob plays a lot of kinds, and he plays all of them well.
You trying to steal my spot?
No, I'm not trying to steal your spot, Jesse. I was trying to figure out what kind of tuning you were using. I don't think I ever heard it before.
Nobody can, only me.
I never expected any books of mine to be turned into movies. I'm very pleased about it, and doubly pleased because it was Dylan who had the idea and produced it, but I have no idea how that happened. I got lucky.
Wald can't say for sure why among the many books written about Dylan, his stood out enough to pique the interest of Dylan himself, though he has a theory.
I've heard that he has always been puzzled about why Newport got so crazy, so he was interested in that.
That would be the 1965 Newport Folk Festival, when Bob Dylan shocked the folk music community by performing with an electric guitar, despite the objections of festival producer Pete Seeger.
And that's the only thing from my book that they took for the film, was the idea of telling the story as Dylan and Pete Seeger. But I have to say, Ed Norton is uncanny as Pete Seeger. Unbelievable. Timothée Chalamet, I think, gives a very good performance, but he's not trying to mimic Bob Dylan. But Norton has every gesture and inflection down. It's astonishing.
This land is your land.
While the Hollywood feature made from his book could hardly be called indie, production company Searchlight Pictures is owned by Disney, Walt himself has strong independent roots as a traveling musician and former world music reporter for the Boston Globe.
I was reviewing gospel shows in churches. I was reviewing Vietnamese shows in the Vietnamese community, Haitian shows, a lot of Haitian shows in the Haitian community. And it was just fascinating.
And today that somebody is Elijah Wald.
Speaking at this festival is a bit of a homecoming for Wald.
Both of my parents were at the MBL, the Marine Biological Labs, and I completely grew up around here.
But considering his most recent claim to fame rides on Dylan, he is refreshingly honest about his favorite 60s icon.
The most influential artist of the 1960s was James Brown. Obviously ahead of Dylan or the Beatles. Look at what has happened since then. I mean, everything that's happened since then flows out of James Brown. There's some cool indie stuff that flows out of Dylan, but come on.
And A Complete Unknown is Wald's most recent story adapted for Hollywood, but it's not his first.
No, he co-authored a book that inspired the Coen brothers film, Inside Llewyn Davis. He's also an accomplished musician, and he performs still worldwide.